Hello and welcome
Hi.
to Wicked Honest, episode 17.
Who cares? We're in a mood today.
The two of us are very moody today, so this is going to be the Pissy podcast or the.
People like, yay, we're so excited. I've been sick, so that's why we're remote. We're not in the studio because Carrie
Yeah,
doesn't
we are
get
still remote.
my GI illness that I've had, which.
I'm all set with getting.
Yeah, I'm cranky. I'm sick. I just hate everybody. And I have some really good things happening in life, but it's like, I don't know. Just like, I'm just, you know how it is. You just hate everything.
Yeah, haven't I been spiraling for the past month and a half? Every time we come on, it's like, oh, is Carrie going to be in the bin today? Or are we?
Well, I went to the hospital. I was like hoping for an ICU admit, but not really. Then if you almost got one, but a fake one. I don't want a real one. Like
Yeah.
I went to the hospital for real, but my fever.
I also don't want a psych one, which is where I was like.
A psych one might be just like making puzzles and getting meds and
That's
stuff.
true. My mother was my mother, God rest her soul. Sorry for bringing this up, Ma, but she had her thyroid failed, and she went bananas, like because her thyroid. Oh my God, her levels were all off, and she went absolutely bananas, and she ended up on a hold, or just inpatient or whatever. But I remember they mailed me a picture she drew or something. I was like, this is this is dark.
No, I feel like I'm like, if I got there, I'd be like, well, this is actually where I belong, really. You know what I mean? Like it's probably for the best, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed? I thought, and I know you'll agree with this, and this, when I went to the emergency room and I was just so sick, and the nurse was so nice, like she was just amazing, and she puts like the warm blankets over me, and I have to tell you, as a woman, because you just never get that. Like you're the care. That is like, please, I love you. I want to just stay here with you, and my husband's there, not him. You know, it's because she's tucking me in. Like it's so nice to just be like, have that feeling like being cared for. You know,
Being
like
cared for by
that.
a woman and a nurse.
Yes.
Amazing. What's that like? Amazing.
You don't do that for me.
No, not for you, but I don't get it done for me either.
You know what's so funny, John? I talk about my energy polarity girl, and I told her once because she puts you on a table when you're getting polarity, like it's an infrared sauna table, and I'm just checking out my bird at the bird feeder. What kind of bird is it? Because I'm 50.
That's how you know.
Yeah, all of a sudden birds become a thing, and then she has a blanket she puts over you, and like one time she like tucked it, and I'm like, I really liked when you tucked the blanket. So like Jana tucks me every time, like, so I literally just pay. I mean, she does a lot. The energy healing helps, but also the tucking is. I think I would pay for someone to just come tuck me in.
Just come tuck you in.
Yes, feels nice.
Oh, I know. Life is tiring right now, for sure. For sure.
We have a lot going on, and then I'm just aggravated about just. I don't know. We can just do like, how was your day? Obviously, we're gonna be like, our day sucks. I mean, you've had what? Your day started off horrible.
Yeah, well, one of my sons had an orthodontist appointment, and then I had an IEP meeting, and then we have there's some strange rashes going on, so we shaved everybody's heads, and I just don't know what the fuck is happening. Yeah, it's just been a lot. Everything's been a lot. We're opening a business in healthcare, and there's a lot.
I just got some amazing news. I think I said before, my third book that I'm in editing right now, that it's like I have like not much time to go through the whole thing to potentially sell it, and I'm like, this is amazing, but it's also, and like, let's get like the neurovirus on top of it, like on top of all this, because that's
right.
amazing.
Right. So. And then I tried to date. That didn't end well.
No. That doesn't end well for anybody.
No, and honestly, listening to you tell me about your day with your relationship and whatnot, I'm like, what did I say that something broke in me and I might not be dead inside? I'd like to take that back.
Go back to dead inside, because it might be easier.
I listen, you know how AI is like the new therapists, like you can like talk
Yeah.
to AI, like you do it all the time, right? Like so talk to AI and it's like you have a therapist and you have all the things, but like sometimes you just a quick thing and you're like, why am I a psychopath or whatever? I mean, I didn't say that, I'm just saying. But I literally wanted, I was like, should I ask AI why I was so much happier? Like I've dated a couple people since my
Oh my
breakup,
God.
literally. And I said this to you, like I was happier before I started dating. Like genuinely satisfied with my life, my kids, my house, my situation, my jobs, my health, my whatever. I was just genuinely not stressed out. I was not bothered by anything. I was just woke up in the morning, had my little purpose, did my little thing, and went to bed at night just totally satisfied. And like, I know that like you and like Samantha and you know, like the people closest to me are like, yeah, because you're fucking walking dead inside your heart. You're like an ice box. And it's like, I don't know if it was that or if I was just at peace and my nervous system was regulated. And now I feel like I've come unglued. Like talking to somebody that makes you kind of feel, you know, when you've had relationships that have been terrible, bad or whatever for compound a couple in a row that have compounded and whatever, like you do it as a defense mechanism almost. You kind of just die inside and you have to live on your own in a relationship, which is whatever. But you end up learning to just be satisfied with what you have and be happy. And then so when we broke up and stuff, that kind of like that's where I was. I was just very okay.
Well, I want to interject though, because but you did something different. You killed yourself off inside to sort of stay with someone for a while. So I think then when I'm just saying it's whatever's coming in my head, but then when that person left the equation, like almost it's like, oh, I killed myself off to stay with this person, but that person's still there, sort of wreaking havoc a little bit. But I killed myself off a lot. But then all of a sudden you removed him from the equation. The killing myself off is still sort of there because of him, but it's not that bad because he's gone. But then I told you before I've killed myself off after like a relationship or just in life to get through some stuff, but I don't think it lasts. But you seem to make you were present in your moments with your kids and your life and things you found joy in. So I think that's the difference.
Yeah, I definitely just kind of compartmentalized it and killed myself off as far as like partnerships and relationships go, you know,
Men
like
are, men are fun.
well, being sick of being let down, being sick of being hurt, being sick, whatever the case was, I learned to protect myself and not want to open myself up for that anymore. I like when people, so when I was younger or even older, just years ago, like wouldn't do something and then they would be like, well, I just don't want to, that's just not good for me right now. I actually do like her or I do like him, but I'm just not ready to get into something like that right now. I'd be like, bullshit, you don't like them, because if you liked them you'd be willing to just do whatever
Yeah.
to just. And I really thought that was bullshit. I'd be like, I think I've said this to you before, like, so if someone says like, I just can't give that right now, or I'm not interested in doing that right now, or I have so much going on right now, or
Like, yeah,
whatever,
you don't like me, you think I'm gross.
the 100, whether it was had to do with me or somebody else, didn't matter. It was like
Or you
if
like
you,
someone else.
yeah, if me, like if I was saying that to someone, I was
If I
saying
said that, I think you're gross.
if I was saying that, I was saying it as an excuse. It was a lie
Because I don't like you.
because I don't like you.
Yes.
But I have met some people over the course of the past couple of years that like literally I can see within themselves that they're struggling and that they literally can't do it. And then I started to morph into that and I was like, holy shit, like I'm that person now. Like I think if I bumped into someone and they like were really head over heels for me, I'd be like, ooh, it's not great timing. Like I'm just not into that right now. And then I was kind of like, wow, I didn't really realize that existed. Maybe it does exist, you know, like maybe that isn't always an excuse. Maybe some people really are true to themselves when they put themselves first, which is
I
like a
always tell
different.
that story that I didn't realize that either until I was living on Martha's Vineyard and I was sort of hooking up with this Irish guy all through a summer.
Mhm.
And look, should he have been someone worthy of dating then or being in a relationship with? Absolutely not. He's drinking, he's partying crazy, he's peeing his pants at the bar, whatever. But like there's slim pickings out there. Whatever. But I didn't know what I wanted, but I was just, you want them to like you, you wanted a little bit something because it wasn't. I'd been single for a while. And then I would go back to his house, and he like lived with a bunch of Irish guys, and they called it the Fight Club house. And they would throw each other through walls. They would like mattresses on the floor. It was so crazy. And then and I'm always like, why doesn't he want a relationship? Whatever. And we had such a good like connection, and would hang out sometimes during the day, and he'd play guitar. But then like he would just nothing would happen, and he'd just sort of whatever. And then years later, I get married and I get separated, and I come back there for a baby shower, and he's now he's living there, and he finds out I'm on the island, and his friend sees me and says, come by, he wants to see you. His name, let's say Jay. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this, but I'm like, all right. I walk in and I'm like, he has this beautiful like apartment. It's all clean. He has candles lit. It's just him. He's serenading me. He has his guitar playing. Yes,
Serenading.
he's singing. We used to sing like Matchbox 20 and like and I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I was like the one that got away, and I just like, what? He didn't even seem like fully on board with anything. And he said, Diane, I lived in Fight Club house. Like I couldn't have a relationship at the Fight Club.
Yeah.
And then he like wanted one, and now I'm going, look I have a young child. I'm separated. I'm in the middle of a bunch of shit. Like get the hell out of here. But
Yeah.
see how like I just thought he was just not that into me or whatever. And
Right.
he was like, no, I can't have a relationship while he made it a choice in his life at that time to just party and be in this situation and work and be in this house, and he didn't want a relationship.
And I'm not trying to let anybody off the hook. Believe me, I'm not trying to make excuses for men. Girl, if he ain't acting like he likes you, he probably doesn't
Well,
like
he
you.
usually he doesn't 90% of the time, but
Yeah,
sometimes there's
90% of the
things.
time. What I'm saying is I never thought that was real, and then it happened to me and I was acting like that. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying again, girl, if he's acting like if he's not putting in the effort,
Yeah, don't overanalyze, don't
yeah,
overthink
don't
anything.
make too many. I'm not into the habit of making excuses for men or
People
people.
are with what they're showing you.
What they show you, yeah. Then something along the way maybe clicked for me, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Like I think we were talking about this, like turning 50. I'll be turning 50 at the end of May, and like that's a huge piece of it, and like starting over and doing all that.
Oh yeah, you're closer to death.
Yeah, one day closer to death. That's what me and the girls go out, we cheers a one day closer to death. Like, but realizing, you could have a good 30 years left, and that's like essentially a lifetime. I mean, how many fucking lifetimes?
Good.
How many fucking lifetimes have we? Well, I will have a good 30 years, whether it be with someone or without someone.
No, but I'm saying you don't know that either. You could be sickly. You could.
No, you could. What I'm saying is you could, and you have to play your
yeah.
cards. You also have to play your cards like you will, because what are you going to do? Walk
Yeah,
around
you can't
saying,
just piss your life away going, oh, I gave the best years. But I do think 50, I will say this as you're turning 50, there is a grieving period. And I think a lot of people will agree that you do go, wow, the best years of my life are sort of behind me. You think you have a little bit of a grieving period of that. And that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of people, the best years of their life was 50 and older because their kids are grown and they have more free, whatever
that's
it
what
may
I'm
be.
saying. So
You're more confident, you're sure of yourself.
Yeah, something switched inside of me, and I thought to myself, well, maybe I don't need to be this cold, dead zombie inside. Maybe I do want to have, and I don't know what it looks like. I think for me, it looks very different. It looks like I said before, like super chill, maybe, not your typical relationship, probably not coexisting at this point anyways for a really long time. I don't know what that looks like for me. We've talked about this before, so I don't need to get into it again, but I think I was a little bit more open to it for a minute. But I'm also like, I don't know. I kind of just want to get back to the happy that I was before I even opened the door.
I don't know that that's possible because the door is like open. I don't know, to shut it's really conscious. Like I think you can want something, like you can. It's just you can still live and exist in life and be happy and still want something and be open to receive.
Yeah, it's a fine line. I'll have to work on that. I'm just gonna put my
Being
place.
open to receive and forcing something. You force things a lot in life, and it doesn't mean I'm not saying you're forcing it like full on, like but I'm saying like even if it's just mentally manifesting, like forcing something or even in little ways. It's like I made the decision, check the box, I'm going this way. Whatever it is, I'm going this way. So
Yeah.
then it's like
Yeah.
black
I'm an
and
all
white.
or
It's like I
like,
know I'm going to shut the door. I'm going to
yeah, I'm an
dead
all or
myself again.
nothing. It's an all
Just
or
be open
nothing.
to receive. If it happens, it happens. But live your life. Like
That's how, so Diane, we're at the bar the other night and Diane's gonna like, she's like, I'm gonna be a wing woman. And she takes it my phone
yeah,
and
that
she
worked
showed,
out well. Thanks for telling my husband, by the way. He just told me that.
well, I told him you would be my wing woman and you were talking about him the whole time.
Oh, that's
Come
what you
on.
said. Oh, okay. No, you must have said something.
Yeah.
Sometimes, or he did. Well, he probably just doesn't care anymore. But whatever.
Listen, I
That's a
know how
whole
to
other
play
thing.
it right. I know how to tell him what he needs to hear to calm down about it.
Oh, who cares? But like I was just funny because I was like, oh, she told him. That's funny.
Yeah, well, so we're at the bar. We were actually discussing business stuff, but we were just having a drink and celebrating. Diane ended up getting a very exciting literary agent.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I say
glad you
very-
celebrated the local biker bar.
we celebrated at the local biker bar. Yep. It's
Only
close.
because we didn't want to drive far. We're like, it's like, I just wish, like, I just really wanted some champagne. It was like, no, I have to, like, and then we went and took it back to basics. It was like an old dusty Chardonnay or something like that. But
It
I
was
think
close.
that's where I got my GI bug or the neurovirus over there, probably.
I had to drop the kids off right across the street, so it was actually
No, it wasn't even just that. Sometimes it's like, oh, do we want to just lazy? I'm like, I'd rather just let me.
yeah.
pony
Well, we
up
were
here.
only going to celebrate with each other. It's not like we were out looking for people to talk to. So does it really fucking matter where we are? You know.
No,
It's like,
so anyway, I was trying to help a sister out.
yeah. So she's taking my phone and she's showing these guys something on my phone. She's asking them their opinion and she's like, that one's kind of cute. Like he could wear, and I am like,
If you cut his hair, like we're already reworking him, like as you do, like which you shouldn't do, ladies. But like as you know, well, I'm like, well, if you cut his hair, no,
he had
fix
wicked
his
long
with-
hair. He was very handsome underneath all that hair.
He was handsome in his body. You could tell he had like a lean, like kind of that lean, bit like muscular frame and stuff.
Yeah,
they seemed a little. They seemed like very nice people.
That was the thing. He seemed very nice. And he was from Maine. And Diane was like, it's perfect. He's down here like twice a month. That's what you want. Like,
That's crazy. You're crazy.
Well, and I was just, my head was not in the right space. So I was just like, I mean, if I could cross my eyes, we've been through this before. I can't cross my eyes. If I had one wish for myself in life, I know it's a low bar, but I really wish I could cross my eyes because I feel like it would just demonstrate every feeling that I feel sometimes, and I could just be like, oh, cross my eyes, but I can't.
I'll do it for you.
Thank you. So that's what I was feeling that night. Like that just happened to be a night where I was not feeling great or whatever.
No, and then I'm just, because I was so excited to talk to him. Now she's just on her phone, and now I'm stuck talking to these two, and I'm like, this is fabulous. I just want to drink my dirty Chardonnay.
And they left, and she's like, is something wrong with you? Like, I am trying to be your woman, and I'm like, I need a minute. Like, I need a minute.
Well, it's an opportunity. You don't get them all the time. They were too look to be single men.
I blew it. Although
I just wanted to dust off my wing woman show. I didn't even know if I could do it.
You did a great job. If I had been more receptive and didn't have my head up my ass, I probably would have talked to that guy, especially because he was only available twice a month, which I think is perfect for me.
I think you ruined a good opportunity.
There can be a situation where you can be monogamous or essentially monogamous. I guess, like I always say, like it's hard because like when you're in the space where you want to reserve the right to not be monogamous because you want to explore your options, but then like you don't want the other person. It's kind of like just a respect thing. Like I just don't want to know about it, I guess, maybe until you get to the point where you say to each other, okay, we don't want to do this with anybody else. But that's what's hard about dating. It's like in the beginning, you're like, I don't know anything you're doing. And then if I ask you to know, then that means you can ask me, and I don't want you to ask me because this is not a relationship right yet or whatever. There's all kinds of things to work out. And I feel like I'm fucking 15 again. And I was happier before. And that's my point. And I want to go back to that. And I'd like to put the genie back in the bottle and close the fucking door and be a miserable bitch.
I want to go back. I want to go back to it today.
I know. So that's the update on my dating life. I'm waiting for the viewers to reach out with their eligible bachelors because I'm going to have a dating show.
No, notice how there haven't been any comments because they don't have any. They don't have anyone worth talking about.
Either that or they've watched the show long enough. They're like, not her.
Or they're protecting their friends with
she ain't it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a good catch. I know that. That's one thing I know.
Oh, you are.
Well, I don't that's one thing I don't have, and that's the other thing too, is when you put away the silly girl stuff from when you're in your 20s, 30s, and even for me in my 40s, fruit fly, I know that's shocking. When you put that away and you kind of are true to yourself and you know what you something that doesn't make you feel good or doesn't make you feel right or whatever the case is, and you speak up for yourself, you lose those situations and relationships, and that's sucky too, because it's like you could have just kept it going on and had fun for, but it's just it's you have to, like, when you have some personal growth and you really know your worth and you know, like, when things start to change for you and you have to speak up for yourself and then you risk like losing dating or whatever the case is, that's a real grown up thing, and I don't it's adulting, it's healthy adulting, and I'll tell you it fucking blows. It sucks.
No, that's why it's like I always said, like, you just sort of want to make out with someone and have them tell you you're pretty and call it a day. Because it's like, it's even in a relationship, as I'm in, like, a lot, relationships are really hard. And I, you growing, and sometimes you're not growing together, or you're going like different ways. So, and
Mm,
hopefully you get on the same track. And sometimes it's kind of normal to be on different levels and things. But communication, like, I'm just having such a struggle with communication, is just so challenging. I think for some, like, men and women, that just I wanted to speak to this because I want to just put it out there. And this is so, like, it seems silly, but so, like, there's like an issue, and obviously there's issues in every marriage, whatever, and seems very trivial, but in the context of something going on and on for years and years, it's annoying.
mm,
But so men are just different than women. We know that, right? So, like, my husband always will say, and this always I always speak and start a sentence, then I stop. I apologize. Men are just easier going as far as in certain ways. Like, they'll call the night before and say, "Hey, want to come over to this party? I'm going to have a barbecue on Sunday," and they'll let you know the day before, or things like that. And I'm a busy woman, and it doesn't
it's
when I say that, I'm not saying that like I'm better than anybody, because I
nope.
sometimes think that's how it comes across to certain people, and I
Hmm.
don't care. That's your problem. That's not me. My problem.
Yeah.
But I'm a very busy person, and I choose to be a lot, and I have a lot going on. That's just who I am. I like goals. I like meeting them. I like keeping myself occupied, and I like challenges. I have a job. I'm starting another business. I'm a writer. I have involved in this murder case I'm working on. And these are just goals and dreams I have, and they're very, very important to me. And I
Hmm.
don't give a fuck if anyone doesn't like that. But I guess I do, because why am I getting bothered? So, is the fruit fly coming around again?
No, it's the sun. It's
Oh,
one of the suns. Would you like to
so
make an appearance?
was that Chase?
Nope. But then he left the dog in here with me, so she's gonna back.
Get over here.
Get out. She won't leave. She won't leave with him
I
now
put
that
my
she's
dogs
gone.
in the screen house.
I'm gonna put my dog in a fucking fireplace in a minute. No, don't call the MSPC. I'm not gonna really.
No.
Pain in the ass. Sorry.
So I just feel like sometimes, and women, we already struggle with to be all things, right? So obviously, I already know, like, you want to cook sometimes, or I make the house is clean, and all these roles that you have, and you still have on top of, like, for example, like when I wrote my first book, they didn't even know I was writing a book. Okay, I was getting up at like 4 a.m. and still,
Yeah,
their life never changed.
changes.
The
Yeah,
kids, my husband, nothing.
yeah.
And my husband, when he went to the fire academy, oh, you bet your ass my life changed.
Yeah.
Because so this is just the way it sort of has been or is. And I think some of our greatest enemies are other women, and I'm going on a bit of a tangent here about other things, but he has people, and he has this wonderful family, and I think they're amazing people. I love them. And he'd always say, and this is just an example, he'd say there's a Labor Day party that they have every Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
And it's a great time. It's fun, and they're great people and all that. And there's a camp, and it's a great camp, but you have to sleep upstairs in that, like, those attics, like the pull down attic.
I have
And
one in my loft. Yeah.
Yeah, and the pull down attic, and it's like a 10,000 degrees, and there's just beds up there.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
25, I'd be up there, passed out,
You
and
know, my kids just had a sleepover up there a couple last weekend or the weekend before or whatever. They
yes,
love it. But
I met him.
they're
I
9.
got married. What was I 38 when I married him? Whatever. I don't want to sleep in that. Like, I don't want to get blackout drunk and sleep in a loft and cook all night, and then come down and fall down the loft to go to the bathroom. And then and it has nothing to do if I like them. And then it's also a 3.5 hour drive, right? And I make it when I can. I do what I can. And I know it's also important to him. So I do what I can. And also, I would always say to him, and not just this particular weekend, there's other events you go to. And I think all women can attest to this. He'll say, hey, want to come? This party we have every year or whatever, and it's such a great time. Come. And you know what? I started realizing as I got older, it's a great time, but it's primarily a great time for you. Because I'll tell you why. You sit there and pour your ass a cocktail and you yuck it up with a bunch of people. Yes, whatever, around talking, all the people happy to see you because you're the fucking golden boy, whatever. And it's the women and the other women, especially the older women, will always be like, should we serve lunch now? And the ladies all come in the kitchen and start like putting the lunch together, whatever. Then it's like, should we clean up? This isn't fucking fun for me. I'm cleaning, I'm washing some dishes, I'm doing, what the frick is this? This is
Mhm.
not fun. It's fun for you. And then, that's hard for them to hear because they don't see that. They don't see that. And I didn't, when I was younger, I would just go along with that shit,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I took time out of my weekend, which is really busy, and put my book to the side or whatever. I don't really want to be doing dishes and sleeping
Yeah.
somewhere that because I don't want to sleep at this age, honestly, at anyone's house but my own,
Yeah.
or a nice hotel room. That's how it is. And what did I say? Cut it and go team, like Mr.
Cut it
Connors.
and
Cut it and go team.
what's his name? Cut it. Cut
Mr.
it.
Connors, cut it
Cut
and go team.
it and go team.
My junior high gym teacher would always say that. He used to jog behind us with a cigarette and be like hucking up a lung.
What? Outside or in the school?
Yeah, that was jogging the beach and stuff, and he'd be like kind of walking behind us because he couldn't hardly jog, and he's just a big Marlboro hanging out of his mouth. Just like,
Cigarettes are making a comeback.
well, this was junior high.
Well, they're making a comeback now
Oh.
because everybody's going anti-vape, I think.
Oh, so and then in turn, I'm having some issues because my husband's on a fire department. This can be some camaraderie there, and that's great. And you always want, if something's important to your partner, 100%, you want to like put yourself, be there when you can, and support and all that. And I think because it's guys, and this happened on different fire departments he's been on, and like a guy, like it'll be like a Saturday, and they would be like, "Hey, we're gonna have a cookout on Sunday. Come on by." And I'm like, my like my month is planned in advance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And occasionally I can. Occasionally, yeah, it'll work out that way. But like 90% of the time, it's like I'm doing this. Like I have this or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was an invite one time. It was like a person who I'd only met once, and they have there was a Christmas party, which obviously I'm gonna go to that. And then they're great people, and like he's like, you'll love them, and they seem like great people. But I just said hi to her. I didn't really get to have much of a conversation. And then there was a birthday party for her, and it was like a dinner, and we were and like it was like 2 days before, like, oh, come to her dinner. I'm like, I don't know, is it me? Like, tell me. I felt very odd. I'm not gonna show up because the guy invited
Well, I was
to
just going to say
someone's
that.
birthday I don't even know,
This is
and
the
it's a
problem.
dinner. It's not a raging backyard.
It's like her and 5 of her closest
Yeah, I
friends.
just roll in. And then now there's a big argument in my house about this. It's like I'm not the person, like I'm not like coming. It's not just my husband. Like I would have this with friends. I've said this to you. You'll be like, no, it should be fine because you're very come one, come all. Who cares?
Yeah.
I need the invites. I need to know that I'm like I'm not just coming in on some like intimate gathering just because
Right.
like the husband or someone was cool with it, like, and someone I don't even know his birthday. That felt very strange. So this is very upsetting in my house right now, and because of the communication that goes with it, because I think, ladies, you might have experienced this before with a man. Maybe you haven't, because they don't act like this at all, but everything is an attack. Everything is accusation. The story somehow, the narrative has gone, the story has come, this tiny little thing has turned into something that is insane because
I don't miss this.
emotional immaturity and all of that. But, and then
Well,
I'll
this
leave it
is
at
my
this.
point. How can you have this arguments with someone that you only see twice a month? Doesn't that sound perfect?
Yes, yes. I don't think, I remember, I've said this to you since I've met you. You're never supposed to sleep with someone. The rich people knew that forever. Go to the Newport mansions. There's different wings of a house. There's different wings. Rich people have different, royalty and very wealthy people have different wings for a reason. Because
Yeah.
they have money and they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
I have to go plug my phone in, so I am moving. I know it's distracting.
Yeah, I get that. And I guess here's the thing too about the twice a month thing, or about the a little bit more frequently than twice, whatever it is. I think for me is like, I just need that same energy the whole, like, across the board though. Like, I think it makes a girl feel, I think there's one thing when, like you said, I'm not Samantha Jones, and I'm not for sure.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. But I can enjoy a Samantha Jones situation for a little bit. It's just that I think that it's like I need that a little bit in between. There's something that makes it feel real cheap, or like,
No, we discussed this. What you need, I think I could have I've been in a situation. So if you like,
but is this just me, or is this most girls and then just settle in for breadcrumbs, or am I the only one saying it out loud, or
no,
is
if you are cool with someone and someone's like, I'm cool with you, we're so cool, and you're talking and vibing and all of that, right? And then we're intimate, right? And then all of a sudden they ghost you, or they start acting weird with you and are not really chat. Like, that is, to me, that's what makes women go, what the fuck, are you kidding me? Like, all I would ever need, like, that text that says, like, wow, had a really great time with you last night, like, whatever, maybe we can get, just some, like, level of respect.
yes, yeah, I mean, I guess we translate it as respect, whereas
I do though, I do.
I do too.
Because I just listen, like, I'm on one, right? Like, I'm like, listen, you nasty fucker. I gave my body to you, like, the whatever. All right, you probably didn't deserve it. Let's be real. And then you were Joe Cool, all this stuff, and now what? Like, you quote unquote maybe conquered me, if that's what you think. I don't know, but like, now you're just ghosting me, or now you're like backing off because like someone just wants to marry you. Get over yourself, buddy. Give me a friggin' break, but have enough respect for me, or someone who just shared a moment of your life and be intimate with you, and we're so cool, and I'm cool, and you're cool. Then just be fucking cool, because you're not being cool. You're a douchebag. Sorry.
Okay, I'll back down from the douchebag of it all.
Sorry.
But I think
When bonkers. That's all good. It's all good.
I'm glad for you. I'm happy that you feel better about my scenarios.
No, that felt good just going off on it.
Oh no, it's good. I think
it's true.
Well, and that's the disappointing thing about being a girl or being a woman, a female, is when you voice your, like, your needs or your wants, or like how it makes you feel, it's automatically like, oh, you're confused. Like,
oh no, then if you say something, it's, oh, I guess she can't handle that.
Yeah, like, and it's like, no, bitch, I can handle it, but I want that fucking same energy all the time. No, I have no expectation from you, but I want to feel respected at the same time. No, yes, that's the thing. And I don't care enough to clap back at something like that, because I don't care enough I know I'm very strong in who I am, and I'm not worried about what someone, I don't need to, I have nothing to prove.
And it's like, maybe you can't handle it because you're the one that's acting different now. Like, maybe you can't handle it because why are you acting different? Like, it did like, what happened? Like, what was,
it's like somebody feels like they have to put you in a corner. Like, it feels like
nobody put baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. But yeah, it feels like almost like you have to be isolated into this box to make sure you know who you are, because you're just this person that doesn't mean, I don't want anything with you. There's no fucking expectations from me. Like, I don't need to be put in a box to know that. Like, I think we had a conversation about that, and I feel like that was okay
That's why
with
I'm
me.
just like, use them and abuse them. I don't use them and whatever.
That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, so I think
And
that
today
kind.
we're on one. So just we
Well,
might
I'm
say,
just saying, I think that can kind of ruin a situationship for a female because if you say something out loud, it automatically is you want to marry them, you want fucking more from them, you want
ugh.
a relationship, you want to move them in, you want to, and that's actually not the case. Sometimes they're just saying, this makes me feel a certain way, it kind of makes me feel like this. And if you can't do that or see that or understand that or see me or respect that, then maybe like we don't do this. And that's also fine. But also, you just ruined that for me because I was having fun. Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
also think though a lot of women, and I do think there's women that maybe don't feel that way. They can just do that, move on,
yeah,
whatever.
maybe that's yeah.
But I think also there's a whole host of women too that do that, and then that happens, and then they don't say anything. Like,
Oh, bitch,
I don't think sometimes
I
you
could do.
realize how you feel.
Oh, listen. Let's be real. Could I do that and never fucking talk to you, and then do that and never fucking talk to you and do? Of course I can. Of course I can. I've done it before. I can do that. It doesn't make me for something about whatever it is. It doesn't. It's not making me feel. It's making me feel a certain way. So I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I
I
don't like,
can.
I'm Irish Catholic, so I don't. I've never been like a big like person to do that. Like,
Me
but
neither. It's not my favorite thing. Could
it's
I
not my
do it?
thing.
Yeah.
But I is what isn't my favorite thing, and I have done is I've gotten into relationships because I did that, and it was like, and I'm not even saying I forced it or anything. It was like it just came to fruition, and it probably shouldn't have been a
Yeah.
relationship because
Yeah.
they were shitbags. But I think honestly, if you can just acknowledge afterwards, like, I'm a person, it happened, and we're cool together, like those are the best times. Like, I like that Irish person I just talked about, we were able to kind of do that all summer because, like, I mean, we ran into each other almost every night we were out because the island's small, so it was great. So we would talk, and he still treated me with respect, and we were friends and stuff. It just wasn't like going anywhere, and I sort of wanted something a little bit, and but like it was cool because he still was like, "Hey, Diane," like just treated me like a human being, and it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like, so we're still like, he still reaches out to me.
I
We
mean, and
can be cool today.
I don't want to. I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill either. I'm not. There's never a point in which I'm feeling like I'm, or not that I'm not feeling, but that I've been like super disrespected or anything bad happened. It was nothing. There's nothing like that at all. But it's just that. It's just that I think that just it's hard to open your mouth as a woman and say something that you might feel without it being misconstrued as that you want to marry the person. I think I've been saying that for months
Or
now.
that you are, if you open your mouth as a woman, you are accusing someone of some type of crime or something over
Right.
here. If you say anything to defend yourself, whatever you, or not defend yourself, if you say anything at all, there's some type of crime being committed. You're
Yeah.
accusing, there's a court of law that appears that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I think
Men and
growing up
women have
and
very different ways of communication and all of that. And
yeah,
I think I'm cognizant of that. Like, obviously, I know that, and I
I
try to
try to be too.
yeah, I try to use that. Not like an asshole's an asshole, but I try to go, no, they're like this. Like, I know men like are fixers. Like, my husband, if I say something, he'll go, maybe she didn't mean it that way, or maybe like this. And what if you try to talk to her, or like, what if you try or say something like that? And I'm like, I don't need you to fix it. I just want you to say like, she sucks, she's an asshole, or like just be like, or just listen, or yeah, that sounded really shitty, or something.
Yeah, it's men and women are definitely not on the same page with a lot of stuff.
No,
It's
but
just
some stuff there is a level of, I do think there's a level of, there's this thought in their head that women like or like that want to marry you, or like or want more from you, if you're just acting like, I don't know, texting more, you're saying your feelings or whatever like that, and it's like, get the hell
it's
out,
so
like.
crazy.
And
It's
there
so
could be
crazy.
some, I will be honest, I do think they're not wrong entirely. Sometimes there is, so obviously, truth to that. Sometimes women do that, people, men do that. This is universal. I don't see it as a full
It's
women.
unisex.
Yeah, it is like, I see them both doing that.
Mm.
If they start liking someone, you like someone, so that just is, and you keep talking. So if you just, I just think whatever, wherever it goes, you can still be like just cool and be like, hey, that was great, we had a great time, and you're cool a little bit, but you can still like back off, or be like, or be upfront and say, yeah, I'm so busy, but just be cool or
Yeah, it's definitely hard to navigate. I think the bottom line is like what I said to you. Like at one point, you were like, "Well, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what is your fucking problem? Essentially, like, what what's your fucking problem? Why do you feel this?" And I said, I really just want. I really the most important thing to me is to start out having a friendship and like really like having a respectful, fun friendship that has like the other stuff attached to it.
yeah, and I think friendship is the most. And that when you said that, and you were very, you were teary eyed, and it broke my heart. But
Well, that has nothing to do with any situation I've been in recently. That just has
no,
a lot to do
no,
with me.
no, that's like you realize that's what you
You've
would
never
like.
had a, I've never had I've never, I don't think I've had a true friend in a relationship. I've
No,
been,
because they end up like a lot of them do. They resent you and hate you because they're beneath you. That's why don't ever, ladies, do not date beneath you. Like, do not date people that you got to really level up. I mean, a little bit's fine. Like
yeah, like
we could cut the
unfortunately,
guy at the bar's hair. That's fine.
yeah. Yeah, that's what's most important to me is I want a friendship where I'm attracted to somebody. I mean, that's really it. That's all I'm looking for. I don't want you sleeping
Well,
over
listen,
every
you can
night,
have a friendship
parenting
with
my
someone that's
kids.
attractive and is attractive because I have that, and then you got to go to the barbecue and all the shit.
Only if you're that involved with them, not if you don't live with them, you
Well,
don't mesh
that's
kids,
true.
you don't mesh finances. I think there's something to be said for having separate lives. If a guy can handle that, I can do that and not cheat on someone. I can see someone
I'm
twice
gonna
a month.
build. I'm gonna build a little. Well, I built the garage, and it has a part for a loft up there. Like, how do you manipulate someone? Like, do you slowly
Move
start
out
putting?
there. You just
No,
move out there.
or maybe I'll put a little house on the property, like a little house.
Just move
And
up the top of the garage.
no, I want like a little house, and then like I'll be like, oh, this is my writing shed,
And then you just never come out.
and like I never leave it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. He wouldn't know. Like I slowly start staying out there more. I just sit.
That's what I said when Chase is building his shop and he's thinking of putting a little apartment in it or whatever. And I'm like, he's like, are you just gonna like live out there with me when it's done? And I'm like, probably just leave all the
No, you
kids
just
around.
visit some. I've always said this. I visit you sometimes. It's nice. It's like
Is it? And I just keep saying this, but like, isn't this the perfect situation? Like, I think with this, what worries me about guys though is that like a guy wouldn't be able to deal with that without cheating on you. I could see someone
no.
twice a month.
I think that they like that. Yeah, but yeah, that's true. I think that but they like you. They want you wicked into them too. Like they don't. I think a lot of them have a
I can
problem
be
with
wicked
that level.
into you from a distance.
Yeah.
I'll text you all the things that I'm into you about. And then when I see you, it'll be so great. Like once a week. I think it's perfect.
I don't know. You know, my husband. He's still like. He thinks that like you should still be like wicked all into each other, like all crazy. Like you should be like every day just.
Maybe it's a defense mechanism for me. Maybe I just don't ever want anybody that close to me again. I don't know.
No, I don't either.
I'm not sure.
Which I do, but I feel like I'm not like then you like let like again. I'll try to go to communication styles though, but I feel like sometimes I feel like when you make yourself vulnerable, and I deal with this a lot too, then I get hurt because it's like used against you a little bit later
Yeah.
on a level, and then or said even in the smallest scale, it's someone and cut to like 20 years back that probably wouldn't have hurt me, but when you have a lot of like damage or things like that, you are very leery of saying things or letting people in, and then when it is used against you, even in the smallest way, it's put the armor back up, not letting
Oh,
you
I
fucking
know,
in.
and I have such a problem with that because I think that's the other thing that gets me in trouble too is my truth and my mouth. I am so blatantly hard on my sleeve, honest with my feel. If I'm happy,
Yeah,
I'm
people
like,
can't handle that.
no, if I'm happy, I'm like, I want to text you and be like, oh my God, I'm thinking of you today. I'm so happy. You make me like feel like this, like it makes me smile or whatever. It doesn't mean it. And I guess that's easily misconstrued with like, I'm obsessed with you and I'm a stage 5 clinger and you're never going to go away and I'm going to
I
find
don't
you.
know how you're like that. Like, how do you go from dead and so I feel like what really works, I'm gonna be honest, and this is not a tactic because you just naturally get here. So like when I I said when I like met my husband now, like I had nothing left to give, and
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like
Because it's all from a
go fuck
distance.
yourself, like
Because I'm correct. Because I'm super protective of the amount of time I'll probably see you and the amount of time I'll probably mesh our lives. And like, I always have that as like the backup. Like, my walls don't come when you first talk to me because I'm going to tell you that
no,
you make
you
me so.
put effort in, and I think I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is I think when you just come into something, like I said to you before, like I'm at the point in my life where I'm just like, it's about me and I'm open to receive. And that doesn't mean I'm going to treat you like shit, but I'm not going out of my way for you. I'm not doing anything like that. Like if I want to do something, I'll do it. If I don't, I don't. And I'll tell you that people, even though I'm married, I feel like people gravitate towards me. There is an old adage that is true. I think men like to be treated like shit. A lot of them, they do. I
Totally.
don't
And
know why.
I can't change my whole, like, we've been through this. We've talked about this. Like, I've tried to, I'm naturally, it
I
is
think they like to work
ingrained in
for it.
me.
I think they like to work for it, and
Yeah.
that's
I,
understandable. I
yeah.
think that's
And you know
nature.
what? That's fine. I'd rather be alone. I don't have a game bone in my body to play with you.
No, I was at the point because it's not a game; it just is, and you haven't got. I don't think that's a possibility for you. Like
It
you're
isn't a
Devin
possibility for
vibe,
me.
but
It's
you're
against
still.
it's against my entire personality. It's just I'm not going to be able to change something that I've been doing for 50 years. It
Not
makes
me.
up every single thing about my whole being. But I also have that boundary where like I can do that with you and I can like be whatever, but like it's going to be very sparingly. I don't know. I'm not going to progress to a place where we're coexisting and getting married. Like,
I don't know. You gotta. I don't know if you can. No, I don't think you're getting married, but I don't know what you never say never what's gonna happen, but I don't know what the answer is. I think you just got to be yourself, but I don't think you got to put it all out there. And I don't think you can be like, I'm this giving. You are a very giving person and open and all of that. I was, I mean, I don't think people see that as far as who they meet now in me. That's exactly who I was when I was in my earlier years, relationships up in my first marriage. And I gave everything. Like, here's my whole heart, my life on a silver platter. I'm going to do everything for you. I'm 100% in, and now it's like, get out of here. No.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not like I was. There's definitely some edits that have happened. I'm not like I was.
You're not going to make lunches?
Probably not. I don't make
Oh,
dinner.
probably. I can't, people.
No. I won't. Here's the thing. I won't see you often enough to make sure you have a lunch every day.
Are you
So
going to
that's
fill a pill box? This is what she
yeah.
does.
That's
She's
how
that
old
person
I'm.
that like she has the guy and she's gonna go to his doctor's appointment and be like, we see this in nursing. It's the wife that comes in and she's like, when, sir, Mr. Smith, when was your last bowel movement? And then the wife answers, not the husband. The wife goes, oh, it was yesterday at 2 p.m. I have it in a little notebook. That's her.
I'll probably be that old by the time I find something that works out.
Yeah, and Mr. Smith looks like he killed himself. He killed himself off 50 years before that, living with her. But he had a part to play too.
Yeah, whatever. I'm putting the genie back in the bottle. I'm fucking shutting the door, slam shut, piling shit up
No,
in
just
front
be
of it.
open to receive. So when like
We'll see.
opportunities arise or my wing woman skills come into effect again, then maybe that something. Just go with it.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
No forcing it. Just if it's there. What does that say? If it's meant for you to be right now, it will come. The universe will
Right.
bring you whatever's meant for you when it's supposed to come to you.
Yeah, and honestly, this part of me just kind of woke up a little bit. Like, I don't even know, in all honesty, if you were to ask me like what exactly, like I could explain, we could dissect it a million ways till Sunday until I'm in some kind of a situation. I don't even know what the fuck I'd be open to. Sometimes I'm just open to the
Your loins are on fire.
No. Sometimes I'm open to the conversation, and then like the conversation, it gets past the conversation, and I'm like, back up. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes
Well, that's what
it's
you're
like,
complaining about. What they do.
no, different, way different. because I can have an open and honest conversation about things, and I'm just pretty consistent. And I'm consistently me. I think if I was, when I'm in taking steps forward, if someone was like, I want you never to date anybody else again, and I want you to only see me, and I know we only see each other a couple times a month and busy and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my God, when you just said that out loud, like the old person, like who I am kicks in. It's like if someone says that, you automatically go, ooh.
What?
Like when you're younger, like someone says, I only want you to see me. I don't want you dating anyone else. And then you're like, okay. Because that's just hot. The aggressiveness in that is hot. And has gotten me into trouble many a time.
Talk to the people. I have an emergency call coming in.
Oh no.
Oh, please.
Well, I will say that we had the Dunkin' Donuts gift giveaway that we do once a month. We didn't promote it as much as we have, a little bit dropped the ball as typical, but there wasn't any comments. There were some comments on the social media ads and things about me my dunks, and that's not where you do it. And I was explaining. So we are going to pick a winner, and maybe we'll do 2 this month. Kerry said there was some comments. I didn't see any. So what you're supposed to do to get a Dunkin' Donuts gift card or qualify to get one, because we will give them away once a month, that you like and subscribe to the channel, and then you go into one of the comments on one of the shows and just say, give me my dunks. And then we will randomly pick someone, and then we'll notify you. You'll get a Dunkin' Donuts gift card, and we will announce it on the channel. Is everything okay?
Okay, good. Well, I have to pick up. I have to go to school. Someone's sick, so I gotta run.
Oh my gosh.
We're just about at time anyways. You're just talking about the
We're a mess.
Yeah, we apologize. Okay? We apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I said stuff that, like, I think I still have a fever, so don't even hold me. I went on some tangent. My people are watching the show probably like, I'm going to lose people in my, whatever. I don't know.
Excuse me. Okay, so anyways, if you want more of this intriguing content,
you probably don't, I'm sure, but that's fine.
Like and subscribe. Our subscribers are really actually ticking up, which is awesome. Our true crime on Friday.
Just comment, I hate everybody too, if you're feeling that way, because some days you just feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
listen,
so let's close it up.
It's been 17 this is 17 episodes. I know I've had a semi, we've had it close to nuclear meltdowns on some of them, but most of them are pretty funny and pretty nice and pretty good.
All right, as long as she thinks so, but you guys can let us know.
All right, push this.
All right, so like, subscribe, push the like and subscribe, please. That makes all the difference, gets the algorithm going, and then it'll help bring lots of traction happening with True Crime Fridays, the Sue Taraskowitz case. You got to check that out. We just said we will have on Friday Officer Joe Rizzuti again, and he's a big draw. People love hearing from him. We get more into the credit cards, lots of stuff going on in that, and I hope to keep you posted. And that's been it's a big deal. So it's been a lot of like consuming things in life. We're busy, we're sick, we're angry women. I'm gonna go watch.
Now I gotta go pick up a sick kid. So,
all right. So thanks for joining us. We will see you on Friday.
Oh, and to end the show, all right, the dog barking. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. We'll talk to you later.